stress is on the rise. While some of you may think that teenage years are an exciting transformation into adulthood, in reality, it is loaded with anxiety, stress, and burden. The anxiety of academic performance, the stress of social pressure, and for some, the burden of body image. It's no wonder that we have more unhappy, overstressed, and anxious kids, teens, and young adults today. Mindfulness can be the key to help them cope. You don't have to be a follower of Eastern philosophy to know that mindfulness is very popular right now. Mindfulness is the practice of becoming completely aware of the present moment. It helps you let go of the past, forget about the future, and focus on the here and now. Mindfulness is about being present. A few months ago, I faced those same struggles. I had a strain in one of my personal relationships. It was consuming my time, my thoughts. It was so troubling that my grades declined. I blamed myself for everything that went wrong and went into this downward spiral triggered by my own negative thoughts. I'm not worthy of having friends. I shouldn't have said what I did. It wasn't how I meant to be. All these were on my mind as I felt helpless to cope. At that time, I really didn't know anything about mindfulness. But my dad is a religious scholar, and I see him meditate as part of his morning ritual. He has been doing it every day for years. He also told me why it was important for him, which is to keep him focused and centered on his life's work. Of course, like any other teenagers, I failed to see how sitting still for hours was useful. He was happy to do it daily, but I was doubtful it would help me at all, until the time I really needed it. My dad noticed that I wasn't my usual self. I told him I had a lot on my mind and wasn't sleeping well. He suggested that I try a few minutes of deep breathing before I go to bed. Deep breathing? I could do that. He mentioned that when a wondering or negative thoughts comes through, just acknowledge it and return to the present moment. And keep focusing on inhaling and exhaling. That's it. Sure, I thought I would give it a try. That night, I took 10 deep breaths and felt calmer already. The next night, I took 15. Then, I didn't count anymore. I just focused on inhaling and exhaling. Within days, I had a more positive attitude and outlook. My dad even told me I looked calmer and happier than before. I told him it was helping me a lot, and I thanked him for it. In the beginning, the breathing exercises were just to help me sleep better, but I was really happy with the results, so I decided to continue. It's such a calming experience and has now become my bedtime routine. He didn't tell me then, but I know now that he was teaching me about mindfulness. With mindfulness, I learned to relax, focus, and stay positive. Mindfulness is not a skill that we have to develop over time. It is something all of us already have within us. We just have to learn how to access it. There are many ways to get started. I would like to share 3 of them with you. First, just breathe. Inhale and exhale deeply with intent. Be mindful on your breath as it moves in and out of your body. And when negative thoughts comes around, recognize it, push it away, and come back to the breath. Second, pay attention. The world is full of distractions. It's hard to slow down and notice things. Mindfulness is about being aware of what is going on with all of your senses: touch, sound, sight, smell, and taste. For example, when you eat something, take the time to smell, taste, and truly enjoy it. Third, be accepting. Accept that you can't control everything and you can't blame yourself for everything. Mindfulness is about accepting yourself as you are, treating yourself with compassion. Show yourself the same empathy and understanding that you would to a close friend. Just breathe, pay attention, and be accepting. These can be practiced anywhere and anytime. Engaging them outdoors can be especially beneficial. Mindfulness is a necessary life skill that helps create a path to peace by helping kids and teens grow up to be a happy, well-functioning, and compassionate adults. It allows them to take a pause from their reactions, recenter themselves in the present moment, and rediscover their inner strength and their inner resilience. From there, they can cope better, see their situations more clearly, and make a better decision on how to react. There's no way to describe mindfulness. It's more of an experience. It's like asking, what does chocolate taste like? You can't really describe it, can you? You just have to experience it for yourself. And at the time when we have more unhappy, overstressed, and anxious teens today, chocolate does seem like a good fix, doesn't it? Thank you.